The road is quiet tonight, not silent, just calm enough to hear your own thoughts breathe. Headlights stretch forward like a promise you don't have to explain to anyone. If you're driving right now, welcome. You found the soft hour of the day, the one that doesn't rush you, the one that lets things be unfinished. Night drives have a strange honesty to them. In the daylight, everything demands a label: success, failure, progress, delay. But at night, the road doesn't ask who you are or where you should be by now. It only asks one thing: keep going. Not fast, not perfectly, just keep going. There's comfort in that. I've always thought the windshield is a kind of confessional. You look through it and remember things you don't talk about much. Old conversations that ended mid-sentence. Versions of yourself that didn't make it very far but mattered anyway. At night, those memories don't shout. They sit beside you like quiet passengers, letting you decide when or if you'll speak to them. The dashboard glows softly like a small city under glass. Speed, fuel, time. Tiny reminders that everything is moving even when it feels like nothing is changing. And maybe that's one of life's gentler truths. Progress doesn't always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like repetition, like the same stretch of road again and again, until one day you realize you're somewhere new. If your thoughts are heavy tonight, let them be heavy. You don't have to solve them on this drive. The road isn't a therapist. It's more like a friend who knows when to stay quiet. Some questions don't want answers. They just want space. Look at how the city lights blur when you pass them. Every window holds a story you'll never fully know. People loving, worrying, waiting, starting over. It's strange and comforting to realize how many lives are unfolding alongside yours, completely unaware of each other, yet sharing the same night. And maybe that's why night drives feel sacred. They remind us that we're small but not insignificant, temporary but not meaningless, just one car on one road, yet here you are, existing, breathing, moving forward through the dark with a little light of your own. Stay with me. The road is long and the night is kind. The night has a way of softening the edges of things. Regrets don't feel as sharp. Expectations loosen their grip. Even time seems to slow down, as if it understands that this moment isn't meant to be rushed. Somewhere between 1 mile marker and the next, you're allowed to simply exist. There's a certain courage in driving at night. Not the loud, heroic kind, but the quiet kind. The kind that says, I'm still here, even after long days, wrong turns, and plans that didn't quite survive reality. Every mile you pass is proof that you didn't stop. And sometimes that's more than enough. You might be thinking about where you're headed, or maybe you're thinking about where you've been. Funny thing is, the road doesn't really care which one you're focused on. It keeps unfolding anyway. That's a lesson worth stealing for life. You don't need total clarity to move forward. You just need enough light for the next few seconds. Night drives invite reflection, but they don't demand conclusions. You can wonder without deciding, remember without reliving, hope without committing to a specific outcome. The darkness outside the car isn't threatening. It's protective. It hides the unnecessary details so you can focus on what matters. Sometimes what matters is something simple: the hum of the engine, the rhythm of the tires against asphalt, a song on the radio that feels like it was written for this exact stretch of road. In moments like these, you realize how little it actually takes to feel okay. Not perfect, just okay. If you've been carrying disappointment, place it gently in the back seat for now. It doesn't need to disappear forever. It just doesn't need the front seat tonight. This drive is about giving your mind a little legroom, Think about how many times you've reinvented yourself without even noticing. Small changes, quiet decisions, letting go of people you once couldn't imagine living without, becoming someone younger you wouldn't recognize, but might admire for surviving. There's no finish line you have to cross tonight, no grand revelation waiting at the end of the road, just this ongoing motion, this calm persistence. And maybe that's the secret rhythm of life. Not the big moments we plan for, but the steady ones that carry us through the dark. The night is still listening, and the road is still open. There's something reassuring about knowing the road existed long before this moment and will remain long after it. Other drivers have passed here with their own stories playing softly in their minds. Some were running toward something, some were escaping, some were just driving because staying still felt heavier than moving. Tonight, your reason doesn't need a name. The night accepts all of it. You may notice how your breathing starts to match the pace of the drive. Slow, steady, as if your body remembers an older rhythm, one that existed before schedules and notifications. In these moments, life feels less like a problem to solve and more like a landscape to move through. We spend so much time trying to understand ourselves through words, labels, explanations, narratives we repeat until they sound convincing. But on a night drive, you understand yourself differently, through motion, through presence, through the simple fact that you are here, aware, awake, and still capable of wonder. Look up if you can. Even a glimpse of the sky between street lights is enough. The stars don't compete for attention. They don't rush to be seen. They just exist, quietly, patiently, reminding us that meaning doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it waits for silence. If you're feeling lost, consider this. Being lost is often just being between versions of yourself. The old one no longer fits. The new one hasn't fully arrived. The road knows this feeling well. It's always between places, yet it never doubts its purpose. Maybe tomorrow you'll have to make decisions, answer messages, play your role again, but tonight belongs to no one but you. This is borrowed time, gentle, unclaimed, forgiving. Let it hold you. Notice how even the darkness has texture. Shadows move, light bends. Nothing is truly empty, and maybe neither are you. Even if it feels that way sometimes, even quiet minds are full of becoming. Sooner or later, this drive will end. All drives do. But what stays is the reminder that you can move through uncertainty without fear, that you don't need all the answers to continue, that a little light pointed forward is enough to guide you